Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rant and Reviews, a channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim, fam. You gotta be kidding me. Y'all joking, right? Y'all actually funded the G.I. Joe Classified Snowcat. All three tiers are unlocked. 16,000 backers. And they only needed 8,000 to actually put the item in production. You unlocked all three tiers, bro. I gotta say, I take my hat off to you. 325 is no way in hell I was backing that plastic looking ass toy with a light up um, speedometer and all that shit. Light up, a vehicle cluster on the inside. Dude, I don't need that. I need the lights in front of it to cut on. I need the backlights to cut on. I need it to do something, flash something. I need it to be remote control. I need it to have more features for 325. For McFarlane for a Batmobile, you get one for like about $50. So what are we doing with that other 250? 250? It's 325. So what we doing with that other 275, bro? What are we doing, period, man? What is this? Dude, that was the biggest, blatantest, most craziest money grabs. Flint, Lady J, and what, a tent or some shit like that, bro? What are we doing? Dude, I haven't seen, this was the biggest case of FOMO I done seen. It's a straight pass for me, man. But you know what? I'm not going to piss or shit on anybody's dreams. But for 325, you playing. I do not see the appeal of this, bro. I didn't even see what made this special. Now with the his tank, honestly, the Rattler, I could actually see those. For a lot of Haslab stuff, I could see. You had what Galactus, Unicron, the Sentinel, Ant-Man for the most part. Um, you had some other things, man. Some Transformers. The Rattler, the Hiss, the Dragonfly, man. You could have missed me with that one. But you know what? There's a lot of hits and there's a lot of misses, bro. And they had a lot of hits, ain't no lie. But for this one, no, Mr. Superman, no. No, it's no. 325, bro, come on. Man, what are you even getting? Each figure, what? They $25 a piece. If you think about it, it's $75. So you only got what? Two figures? You got three figures, $75. You got the lit upgrade pieces, 25. What? That's about $100. So you missing like 250, bro. No, a lot of places that bought these, you probably got them, a lot of them at Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and all that stuff because they thinking they could sell them at a premium. Bro, I don't see this. A lot of resellers are buying this stuff, man. I think they should have kept their money. Again, this is not me pissing on your dreams or anything, man, but I want more. You giving me Lady J and Flint and Frostbite. Why not Snow Job? And two good characters that people actually want. You could have put Big La in there or some shit. You remember he fought Cobra La, Big La, and Tunnel Rat or some shit like that. I'd be okay with them. You'd be like, Cobra La, Snowcat. You remember the Snowcat, or if that was the Snowcat doing Cobra La, you remember the movie? Dude, you thinking to yourself, help me out here. Make it make sense. I'm about to give you all this loot, and you just do not see me. You know what? Hasbro will fuck up a wet dream. And this is what it is. It just seemed like it was a complete money grab. If you seen that reel that I put up on, it was a short about what, toy stores used to look like Toys R Us, and all of those other toy, I think Fifth and Second and Charles, or Fifth and Charles, so, not that. It was called something. What that toy store was called, I forgot what it was called. But anyway, it was a big toy store, and that was just the GI Joe section, bro. And it was full. Look now, hell, you got GI Joe pegs, bro. And you know, I get it. There's no more toy stores. They done away with toys because they didn't want kids playing with toys anymore. They wanted kids playing with phones, cellular devices, because, again, you know why. It's easy to control them. It's hard to control them with toys. Toys was the bad idea, so they did something different. And, you know, this is the way I'm looking at it, man. You know, that shouldn't have been no more than like $50 to $75, bro. I can't see it. You would have actually probably would have sold way more than that, being reasonable. 250 or something. You know, it's, you know, we have to build a prototype. That's what the money is for. You know, and what you're doing is you getting way more than what you actually putting in it, man. Man, I'm just sitting here. Uh, Dude, it's just like, it's crazy. But these are just thought processes that I've been thinking about, man, and that I think we should have been on. Man, but to later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.